Investors, good evening. It is Thursday the 24th of July and I want to run through the markets and show you some of the opportunities I'm seeing. So first of all, broadly, is the market bullish or bearish? And broadly, it is bullish. We have a nice uptrend here on the weekly charts. We've got a weekly chart at the top and a monthly chart at the bottom. Higher time frame confirmation. We're looking at the Dow, and the Dow continues to produce high lows, high highs. It continues to be operating above that 50-period moving average on the weekly. So we are back in a bull market. We have an uptrend and we're above that 50-period moving average. The MACD is above zero. And we have convergence, meaning as we get higher highs on price here, we're getting higher highs on the MACD here. So the market is bullish. When we look at it on the monthly, we've got a very nice bounce off that 50-period moving average. Also previous level of resistance, finding support. This is looking particularly good at this time. I'm not saying that there aren't potentially dark days ahead of us at some point in the future, but they're not showing here technically at this time. The market is looking particularly bullish, and I want to take you through those charts, show you a few of these so you can see for yourself. Let's have a look at the S&P. S&P here again, all-time highs, continuing to print all-time highs, looking particularly bullish. Give me 1 second here. I think I want to change the layout of this chart for now. There we go. I think this will work a lot better for us here. So we've got the weekly on the left-hand side, the monthly on the right-hand side, or the higher time frame here. Overall, my point is this: we're up at all-time highs. The market's looking particularly bullish. At some point, yes, I do expect us to do a deeper correction back down to test this level. And that may very well coincide with the end of August and September. September's have been historically strong on corrections. We are due for one at some point in the future, so we may continue higher before having that correction in September. And I want to be prepared for that. At some point, I do expect it to come down and potentially test this 50-period moving average. So, hypothesis here, saying is that this continues to go higher, price goes higher, price comes down in September, test this level, we get the low, in October we start to head higher. That would actually make sense, it would align, and it's only a few weeks away. When I say a few weeks, 5 or 6 weeks away. But this is bullish currently. If we go have a look at the NASDAQ's also at all-time highs, also really big surge here, continuing to rebound as well here. So a lot of this looking nice and bullish. Overall, I've got to say it is looking particularly bullish. I'm just going to get rid of some of these things, clean up my charts, and you can see here the markets continue to push higher. Okay, let's move on and have a look at the Russell 2000. This is something of interest to me here, battling a little bit here with recent resistance, but overall I have to say here that it is very active at the moment, which is something it hasn't been doing for years, essentially. Last time it did this, sort of post-COVID, cash injections, sort of PPE loans and government funding and printing money, seeing it. Now we're starting to see a similar type of move. It's battling with where it is at the moment, but overall I do like the potential that I'm seeing here. Then we move across, we move away from the US